First, I will introduce the controller to you. For the controller, we have two parts. One is a controller in the computer, another is a remote controller. For the controller, this is a cypcut we use. We can see here, cypcut 6.1. This is a controller. When we open it, will like this. And this is a remote controller. If for example, if you go somewhere and you just keep here in hand, then it is okay. But make sure there is a Wi-Fi connector to the controller. This one will connect to the computer. This one connect to the computer. Then this one can be used. Now let me introduce the controller, how to use it. First we can see here. Here we have 4 arrows. This arrow is for the X. The horizontal 2, 1, 2, it's for the X. The vertical 2 for the Y. And here is for the Z. These 2 are for the Z. Here we can see here, this is laser. Laser, it means laser point. Follow. When we push the follow, the laser head will go to the position where it will cut. And blue, it is for the air blue. And here is start. Start is for the program start. For the others, always no use. Here has one frame. We can see frame. When you press frame, the machine will move to the frame first, and to check whether the cutting material is out of the space or not. This one is a simulation. Simulation it means the machine will go to the cutting, but not exact, just for the checking. Same thing for the remote controller. It has the same function and the same words there. Here I want to introduce the marker here, especially. For example, when you work one plate there or several plates there, you need several working start points. Then we use the markers. When we open it, you can see there are 6 marks. 6 marks, it means 6 working start points. That means you can set 6 working start points there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see here, there is one layer. We press it. We press here. Here has a layer. You can see here, cut speed. Here we usually need to set. And here is a lift height. Here no need to set. Okay. When you cut different thickness, the different cut speed you need to set. And here we can also hear pulse here. If for the very thin material like 1 mm, 2 mm, something like that, we use the direct. But if we cut thick materials like the 5 mm steel, we need the 2-stage. It means the laser will first make a point there first, and then second cutting. If 10 mm, something like that, we need a 3-stage. And it means the laser will work 3-stage first. The step is how to load the program. For this controller, you usually just use the DXF format. That is okay. For example, the file first. Then we find it where in the files. For example, if this one. This is the file we need to cutting. For example, this cutting, we need to cut a lot in one plate. Then how to do it? Let me teach you step by step. For example, we cut this cover just now. We just load into the controller. First, we need to choose it. We choose it. Then we need to calculate, measure it. It is correct or not? Measure. You can see we can measure it. The measure here, there is. If it is correct, then we continue the next step. Next step is how many we want to do. For example, we want to cut 16. We choose the area. Okay, 16. It means row 4. This one also 4. 4 by 4. It is 16. Okay. You can see now it is 16. Then we do the nesting, because how many plates we need and how to cut, we can seal the materials is the best. We choose the nest. For example, if our materials is 1.2, 2.4, for example, this is our material, then we just press OK. Then you can see it will cutting like this. It will seal the material. It will cut like this. It is a nesting function. And here we also want to show you two things. One is a bridge. One is the cool edge. Cool edge. It means we use just the edge together. Okay. You can see here, nest completed, one block board created. It will use the cool edge together. Here is the bridge. Bridge, it means it will connect there a little. Yeah. For example, if this tool, we don't want them to cut down, we need to have one bridge. Then you can set some parameters here. We press OK. Then it will be bridge there. For the fiber laser machine, if you just need one working start point, then no need to set manually. For example, if we want to cut this plate, okay, we want to cut here, then we just move the fiber laser head to be here, and then we press the frame. Then the machine will set the working start point itself. Of course, if you want to set some other working start point, for example, you want to set 5 or 4, just we use the makers. Later, I will introduce to you. Now, let me introduce the fiber laser head to you. Here, this is the fiber laser head. We made one cover for you for the pretty outlooking and to also protect the laser head. When we open it, you can see. Here, we use the Retools. This is the brand what we used. And here, you can see, here is one tube. This is for the air tube. And these tubes, others for the water tubes. Here has one electrical cable. It connects to here. This equipment is for the height adjusting. For example, if the plate we put here, it may be something has act like this or like this. Not the flat, but the laser head will adjust the height itself by this one. And here we also have the red dot. Red dot position, it means the laser will cut here. The most important thing is here, this one. This is the focus. This is the focus. This one is for the manual focus. Usually speaking, there is one mark here. You can see there is one mark. See clearly, one mark. The mark for the 1 kilowatt laser, it is for when it is in the 0, it means we cut the 1 millimeter is the best effect. If for the 1.5, you need to adjust to the 0.5 or something like that. But it's better you test yourself and adjust according to the exact situation. Now I will introduce our cabinet inside. This is the cabinet. This is our cabinet inside. You can see we use the Yasukawa made in Japan, and also the Schneider spare parts. It's made from France. You can see for our machines, different color cable with for different use. The light green, yellow, red, black, different color for different use. This kind of color is used for American, Canada, UL standard, and also for the CE standard in Europe. And also for each cable have the English writing there. English writing, you can see every cable we have English writing. And if the cable have some function, we also have the English explanation. For example here, this is for the compressed air. Compressed air. We will English writing compressed air. And also for the Yasukawa, we have the X, Y1, Y2, Z. We also have the English labeling there. For the customer, easy to understand and to find the problem. Now for this part, it is for the this here is for the controller. Here is for the controller. This here we make one plug for you. This plug you can use for the computer or something else. It will be easy for the customer to connect the power. And here is a computer monitor. We put here. Computer monitor put here. It will be save the space. Then the customer use it. Then it will be much easier because in the controller there, we also have the computer buttons. So put here. Okay. Here we make one cabinet here. This cabinet is for the fiber laser source. You can see we put the fiber laser source here, and to save space and more safety, because the fiber laser source very expensive. If we put outside, it is easily broken by manually. And here we also can keep the dust off to make it clean. So we put here. Here you can see we have 5 plugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plugs. The first 4, it is for the water. Water, it connected to the water chiller. And this one, it is for the air pump, for the air, connect to your air compressor or air tank. Usually the air pressure is 1.5 MPa. Connect to your air compressor. And here, this 4 connect to the water chiller. Later, when I introduce the water chiller, I will tell you how to connect. This is the water chiller. This water chiller is used for the water cooling for the fiber laser. And here is the water inside. It means we put water from here. And here has the labels for the water. You can see there are 3 colors. The red one, green one, and the yellow one. The red one, it means water to fuel. We need to put water immediately. And the green one, it means the water is okay. We must make sure the water always in the green side. And the yellow one, it means the water too much. We need to make some water out. How to make it out? And here, you can see we have one to make sure to one drain here, and to make the water outside the chiller. Okay, now let's back to here. This is the most important for the water chiller. You can see we have 4 plugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one, it is inlet water. Second one, outlet. Third one, inlet. The fourth one, outlet. And let me show you how to it connect. For example, the first one, inlet in the water chiller. it will connect to the outlet in the machine. Let's follow this stream. You can see we to the second one, outlet water. The same way, the first one, it is inlet in the machine, and it will connect to the outlet to the water chiller. Inlet on the machine. We follow this stream, we follow. You can see it connected here, outlet. The same way, this one inlet on the chiller, and it will connect to the outlet in the machine. And the outlet in the chiller, it will connect to the inlet to the machine. Same way. Here is, we have one tube here, some plugs, and also one switch. Let me introduce to you what it is for. Here, it is a general switch. It is for the general power of the machine. If we make it down, it will power off the machine. Make it out, it will keep the machine power on. Here, we give you two more plugs. It is used for spare parts. In future, for example, you use some earphone or some others, you can plug here. But it is only for spare, no much use here. Here, this is the smoke tube. This tube, it is for the smoke drain out. You can see here, we have the earphone. Now follow here. Yes. You can see. Okay. It will connect to here. When the machine working and there are a lot of smoke, the earphone will work. Then it will take it out. And same way, on the earphone there will be plugs. This plug will connect to here. It's okay.